In this video, I'll show you how to create folder in Google Drive from Google Form responses automatically. So here I have created a form with a file upload field option, and as soon as someone is going to submit that form along with the documents, I'm going to automatically upload those documents into a specific Google Drive folder, that too in an organized way. Yes, it is possible. You can entirely automate the process of uploading the documents into the Google Drive on every form submission, after every form submission, that too in real time. Want to create this automation for yourself? Come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So here I have created a job application form where I have used two fields. One is for the resume and another is for the photo. And as soon as the candidate is going to submit these details, the documents will be saved automatically into a specific Google Drive folder for every single candidate, that too automatically. And for that, I'll have to build a connection in between these applications, and I'm going to do that with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software by which you can easily connect multiple applications and automate your task. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. I will also attach this link into my description box. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you'll have to sign up for free. Well, I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I am clicking on this sign in directly, and then I'll be clicking on this Pabbly Connect access now. And let me tell you, in the free account, you will also get free tasks every month in your account in order to test these kinds of amazing automation. Now, after reaching out to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I'm going to provide the name as sync form submission data with Google Drive. Okay, let me correct the spelling, with Google Drive. And here in this form submission, I am going to sync only the documents. Okay, only the documents received. Okay, so you can provide any random name. Now I'll be clicking on this create button, and you will see two boxes in front of you, trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say send an email automatically via Gmail application. Okay, and according to our use case, whenever the Google Form application is submitted, automatically save that data into the Google Drive application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here I am building an automation in between Google Form application and in between Google Drive application. Okay, so I am going to do the setup of this Google Drive connection later. Okay, so let me first complete the setup of the Google Form. Okay, so I'll go up here, and after selecting the application, you will have to define the trigger event, which is going to be new response received only. Okay, so the idea here is as soon as a new response is received, this automation should trigger. Okay, and for the connection, you will get a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Kindly follow these instructions one by one. And firstly, you will have to copy this webhook URL, all right, and then you will have to open this particular form. Okay, so I have created this form with the name job application form. So firstly, I am going to click on this responses section, and then I am going to open the spreadsheet that is associated with this particular form. And with the help of this spreadsheet only, we are going to connect Pabbly Connect and this Google Forms. All right, I hope everything is visible to you. Directly go to this extension, then click on add-ons, then click on get add-ons, and here you will have to install the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. I hope everything is visible to you very clearly. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks, and after searching for this, you will have to install this add-on, because for the connection you will have to access this particular add-on from here, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks. Directly click on this initial setup, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. All right, so let me go back to my spreadsheet. Here I am going to delete this existing one, and I am pasting the new webhook URL. Now trigger column is going to be the last data column of this particular spreadsheet. Okay, currently I have the data up to G column, so that is why I am going to fill this particular particular column name, and the idea here is as soon as the data is filled up to this particular column, the data should get sent to Pabbly Connect, or you can say that data, or you can say that this automation should trigger. Okay, so that is why I'm going to open this initial setup once again, and here I'll be pasting the webhook URL one more time. Okay, and the trigger column will be the G only, and the trigger column will be your final data column, in which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. You can also read the instructions. Simply click on send test and you will see how the same response, well, it is saying no data found. Yes, we do not have any data right now, so what data it is going to send? Okay, so how about firstly we fill this form with some dummy details. So this is the preview button, and I'm going to fill this form as a dummy user, as a dummy candidate. Okay, asking for the first name and the last name. So here I will be adding this dummy user only as the name. Asking for the email address, that is going to be admin@pabblytudes.com. all right, now it is asking for the phone number. Again, I will provide a random phone number, that is a 10-digit random number. Okay, all right, so asking for which position are you interested in. So I'm filling out just a random position, and finally here exactly I'm going to upload the cover letter, or you can say a resume and the photo. Okay, so click on add field, and here I'm going to click on this browse option because the data is actually available inside my desktop only. All right, so how about I randomly choose a photo from here, and this is the photo I'm selecting, and I will be uploading this particular photo into my Google Drive, and you will see how the same details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Submit your cover letter also. Click on add, click on browse, and here I'm going to upload a random PDF file which actually consists of that resume only. Alright, so I have uploaded both of the data in both of the field. Now I'll be submitting this particular data. Okay, and as soon as the submission will be made, of course, firstly Google spreadsheet will capture this data, and now I am going to send the same data to the Pabbly Connect, and in the initial setup I am going to copy this webhook URL once again and will be pasting the same. Alright, and again the trigger column will be the G only. Directly click on this send test and you will see how the same data, well, why it is showing that no data found in row 2, I'll have to make sure. All right, so the G column is already filled. I'll have to make sure, I'll have to check what is wrong. Okay, so how about I delete this blank row first. Okay, so I have deleted this row 2, and once again I'll be clicking on this extension, clicking on initial setup, and then I'll be clicking on this send test button one last time. Alright, here you can see the tested data sent successfully. Simply click on this submit, and then you can close also because the setup has been configured successfully. Simply click close, and then coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here you will see as soon as I will make the submission here, the same details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the same position to that which we have selected at the time of form submission. The trigger column is here, the timestamp here, the submit your photo. So how about I directly open this particular link and check whether it is the same photo or not. And here you can see it is the same photo which I have uploaded, and we even have other details, basically the number, the name, and the email address. Okay, so now what exactly we were about to do? So basically we are going to save these documents into the specific folder for every single candidate, so that whenever you want to access the document of these persons, you do not have to get confused into your Google Drive folders. I am going to organize this in a very efficient way. Simply click on action event, and this time I am going to first create a folder. Okay, so that is why I will go with this create a subfolder. Now why I have selected this subfolder? Because I am going to actually create a subfolder inside my Google Drive. So this is my drive. Now I'll be clicking on this plus icon. All right, so where is the plus icon? Here you can see, and here click on this new folder, and let's provide a random name, that is job applicants data. Okay, so I have provided the same. Simply click on create. Coming back to Pabbly Connect, and now just like we have connected our Google Forms with Pabbly Connect, now we are going to connect a Google Drive with Pabbly Connect. Click on add new connection, or you can also go with the existing connections if you have already made the connections earlier. Okay, so I am going with the existing connection only. Simply clicking on save, and you will see how it will be connected, asking for the folder. So here you can see whatever the folders are available inside my Google Drive application has started visible here, and I'm going to create a new folder right in front of you, and you will see how the very same folder will be visible into the Pabbly Connect. Alright, so clicking on this new folder, and I'm going to provide the name, any random name to my folder, that is job applicants documents. Okay, I'm providing this particular name. Now coming back to Pabbly Connect, and when I will click on this refresh to fetch new option, you will see how the same folder will be started visible here. Here you can see job applicants document. Now it is asking to provide the subfolder name. Okay, so basically what exactly we are going to do, as soon as a new submission is arrived here, firstly a subfolder will be created automatically inside this job applicants folder. Okay, so I am going to provide the name to my folder with the name of the person only, or how about I provide the name with the email address. All right, I have not provided the correct email address. Here you can see oablytuge.com. It is oablytuge.com. So what I can do is simply click on this recapture webhook response button, clicking on yes, and I'm going to send this data once again. I'm going to send this correct data into Pabbly Connect. All right, so I have correct this information, clicking on Pabbly Connect initial setup, and simply click on send test button, and this is how the details will be captured once again. Basically the correct details will be captured once again. Okay, so this is my spreadsheet. Simply click on send test button, and here you can see that the data has been sent successfully. Coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here we have the data. Okay, here you can see the correct information. Now I'm going to map the correct information here. Okay, I'll have to refresh this automation so that I can access the new data. Okay, so I'm going to remake this connection, and this is how the automation will be saved, and this is how I will be able to access the new data. Here you can see the email address. All right, clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see how a blank folder will be created automatically. Okay, let me search for my folder name, which was job applicants document. Okay, so here we have that folder, and you will see how a subfolder has been created automatically inside this particular folder, and currently this folder is blank, and I am going to upload those documents which the customer has just filled, with which the form submitter has just filled. Okay, so after creating a new subfolder, clicking on this plus icon, and then you will have to search for the Google Drive application once again, and this time instead of creating a new subfolder, I will select the action event as a move a file. Now why I am selecting this specific action event, let me explain you, but before that let me first connect Drive with the Pabbly Connect. All right, the authorization will be successful and it is connected. Okay, so before I explain you this, firstly I will take you to my form section. Okay, so this was the form which I have created, and into this particular form I have added two file upload field, and here you can see in this file upload field two folders has been associated automatically via Google Forms itself. Okay, so whatever the cover or resume someone is going to upload here, those resumes will automatically send to this particular folder. Let me open this folder so that you can see how the documents will be sent automatically. Here you can see the resume has been sent automatically, and let me show you the second field also. This field also associated with a specific Google Drive folder, and again if someone is going to submit any photo, any document, that document will be sent automatically here. Okay, but what will happen every time a new person is going to submit these documents, all the documents will be sent to these two specific folders only, and it is going to really tough for you to find out the document, the photo of an individual from among all the photos, among all the candidates photo. Okay, so here in this video, with the help of this automation, what exactly we we are doing is we are creating a separate folder for every form submitter individually, so that it will be easier for you to access those two documents. Okay, so what will happen, for every form submitter a new folder will be created, and those two documents will be sent to that specific folder of the candidate, so that you do not have to search manually among these two folders. Okay, so right now I will close these two folders, and that was the reason I have selected this move a file, because we are going to move the file from those folders to the folder which I have just created with the help of an automation. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and firstly it is asking for the file. Basically choose a file to be moved and the destination folder. Okay, and instead of selecting the file and the folder from the drop down, I am going to map these two things, and so that is why I am enabling the mapping button of these two folders, basically these two fields. And let me first delete the existing files. Now it is asking to choose a file to be moved. So which file I would like to move? So I would like to move this particular file which I have received in the response, basically the photo, submit your photo, and the cover letter. Okay, and here it is asking to provide the ID of the file. Okay, but currently I do not have the ID. I have the full URL of that folder, of that file. Okay, so what I can do is I can separate this particular ID from the whole URL. Okay, for that you'll have to again add one more extra step as a text formatter. Okay, so before this Google Drive folder, click on this plus icon and search for the text formatter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can perform various kind of operations within your text, within your automation. Okay, and this time I will perform this split text operation. Simply click on connect and it will be connected immediately. It is asking the text to split, so I would like to split which particular text, basically that URL, submit your photo URL. Okay, so I have provided the text, asking for the separator. So I would like to split, I would like to separate this text via this equal to, so that is why I will provide the value as equal to. And which particular segment you are looking for, whether you are looking for the first segment before the equal to or the last, well, I want the last part, basically after part of the equal to, so that is why in this segment index I have mentioned last. And here you can see the part after the equal to will be fetched, will be splitted down, and this is how I have now the ID of that specific file which I would like to move into a destination folder. So coming down, and now I am going to map this particular ID, but for that I'll have to refresh this automation so that I can access the data of the new step. Well, let me show you an interesting idea to refresh your automation. Simply make this connection, once again make this connection, and this is how the automation will be refreshed. Let me first enable the mapping button, let me first remove the ID, existing ID, and now I will be mapping this new ID which I have just received by splitting that text. Okay, asking for the destination folder, so I have the destination folder as this, that is admin@pabblytudes.com, which I have just created with the help of Pabbly Connect only. This is the subfolder which I have created, and I am going to map the ID of this folder only. Alright, so I have mapped the ID of both the files and folder, and again let me tell you, whatever the details you are going to map in this automation will be replaced automatically when this automation is going to work in real time. Okay, clicking on the save and send test request button, and you will see how that image will be moved automatically inside this particular folder. Alright, it has been moved already and automatically. Okay, and now the last thing left is moving that document, moving that resume into our folder, into this specific folder. For that we are going to add this Google Drive step once again. Okay, so again click on this plus icon, search for the Google Drive here. All right, and in the action event also once again I'll be selecting this move a file or move a folder. Okay, move a file basically. Again click on connect and connect your Google Drive once again. And in order to get the ID, I'll have to split that value. I'll have to split that URL. Okay, so how about I click on this plus icon once again, and I will search for the text formatter feature once again, because this time I would like to separate, I would like to split the URL of the resume. Okay, in an action event, again I will be searching for the split text only, and just like we have done in our previous step, I am going to perform the same operation here also, text to split. So here I will map the text as this. Basically, submit your cover letter, I'm sorry for that. Here we have the URL. Again I am going to split it with the help of equal to only, and I want the last segment only. So clicking on this button, and this is how I have the ID. I have the ID of that folder also, basically of that cover letter also, that resume also. Okay, again I'll have to make the connections once again so that my automation will be refreshed automatically, and then I will be enabling this mapping button. Okay, let me enable it here also, and let me remove the ID from here. Again it is asking choose a file to be moved, so I would like to move which particular file. Basically this particular file whose ID I have just fetched out. Asking for the destination folder, well it is going to be the same which I have created just now. Basically it is that subfolder which I have created. Okay, so here we have the subfolder ID. Again I have mapped both the things. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will see how the resume will be uploaded automatically. But before that I'll have to click on this button. Alright, finally I have clicked on that button. I just need to wait for that response, and here you can see the resume has been transferred automatically. Okay, so this is how now onwards every time someone is going to submit that form, a subfolder will be created automatically for that candidate, and the documents will be saved automatically into that specific folder. Okay, let me show you how this automation is going to work in real time. So I will be submitting this form right in front of you with some dummy details once again. Okay, alright, so I have filled this particular form, but before I submit this form, I'll have to enable one more very important setting, that is go to your extension, open this Pabbly Connect webhooks option and enable this send on event option. Once you will enable this option, after that only this automation is going to work in real time. Basically, we have taught our automation, our system, that every time a new form submission will made or a new form submission data will be arrived into the spreadsheet, it should automatically get sent on happening of that event. Okay, now I'll be filling out this form, and you will see how interestingly these documents will be added, will be uploaded automatically. Basically a new folder will be created automatically into that job application form. Okay, here is the folder. Let me open that, and here you can see desk@pabblytudes.com with completely a new email address. A folder has been created and the document has been saved automatically. An individual folder is created here for that candidate, and the documents has been saved into that individual folder only. So in order to automate this process, you just need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect once. After that, simply close Pabbly Connect, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the shareable link of this workflow inside the description box. You just need to click on this particular link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and you will be able to access the very same automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.